I eventually got the truth out of Lando. You're meant to climb the mountain in his stead. I'm sorry. Please entertain it as nothing more than the request of an immature child, and kindly dismiss it. You've likely already heard, but this is no ordinary mountain. It is insurmountable. We are also currently at war with the Oak-Jin-Shinni that protect the mountain. To climb this summit means to risk your very life. On top of that, Lando's father is our Khan, the Khan that leads the abets of Ailton. His childish actions endanger the entire town. Lando will likely be at the guard post that sits atop Arethia's belt. It is a place that's very dear to him.
You know, from the beginning, I never planned on hiding anything from you. And I never planned on asking you to cleave your way through Oak-Jin-Shinni on your way up to the summit. There is a safe way up the mountain. I already sorta had a plan. Earlier, I should have never done that. I feel like I'm kinda the bad guy now, and I'm sorry. But there's a saying around the Mountain of Eternal Winter. Nothing will prevent one who has overcome the trials of the 6 witches from climbing the mountain. If we can get through the trials, then even the Oak-Jin-Shinni will open the path for us. Earlier, when you said you were looking for the trials, it just seemed like fate. The reason I want to climb that dangerous mountain is my little brother. He climbed the mountain to look for our father, and he hasn't returned yet. But we're not supposed to climb the mountain. Actually, there's a rule of the Highlands that forbids it. The old man got so upset because he thought I was going to break it. Only the hawks with their snow-piercing wings and the leopards with their nimble legs are able to ascend this mountain. If a weak fox or deer climbs the mountain, then the hawk and leopard that left cannot return. But my brother dared to imagine it. He always wondered, why? Why can't we climb the mountain? However, you're not from the Highlands. So, if you earned the rite of passage, then you could climb the mountain for me. Hmm? What? I think I sprained my tongue just pronouncing it. Who is he? Ah! You mean that guy wearing a blanket? Wow, look at you! Connections all over the Highlands! Man, I sure know how to spot a winner! The hut he lives in is over there. Right there. What are you planning to do? Are you planning to add him to our party? We should get going. Hey, you mind going first? I just need to dry my eyes. Whoa! He's no bold warrior! He's a bold thief! Here's old man Charbonneau's book we were looking all over for! Looks like he used the Black Dragon as a distraction to steal it! What's this? No matter what, my lord.
As expected, you too were looking for the book.
What? How did you get out of there?
There are times when this cursed brand can be useful. Despite my defeat, you witnessed what I was capable of with Belmorn's powers. I'm sure that talkative black spirit of yours is whispering endlessly in your head, so let me cut to the chase and make you an offer. I am also in search of the Eunuchs. I want to erase Belmorn's brand with its god-devouring flame. I have need of its power, just once. What becomes of it after, I care not. As such, we have no reason to be rivals for the flame, do we?
No! He hurt people!
I harmed not a single hair. I only erase their memories. I'll say it but once more, my goal is Belmorn's erasure. I just need the flame to burn off this brand. Afterward, do as you like with it. I lost everything. There isn't a single soul on the continent who knows not my face. And what's more, this failed monarch's mark continues to attract pests. However, there was one that understood my only wish was to restore Serendia to its former glory. Though the world may stand against me, if I had but this one person by my side, wouldn't that be enough? Oh, Dorette. That sweet girl loved me no matter what. But in this state, this atrocious state, I cannot start anew.
No! He hurt people!
I want to return while I still have a place to return to, with mind and body cleansed. I just need the flame to burn off this brand. Afterward, do as you like with it. I want to return while I still have a place to return to, with mind and body cleansed.
Were you, close with that fella? No way you're closer with him than you are with me, right? Well, he does seem pretty strong. Guess that means we can conquer the trials even faster, right? Anyway, time is of the essence. So, I'm going to take the initiative and lead by example. Now, everyone is in agreement, yes? The first witch is Marsh, the Witch of Swamps. Her trial begins with escaping from the Swamp of Deep Slumber. Sorry. Yeah, I can't really read this Highland script. But hey, there's a drawing of a hawk here. Noel's companion at Wind Noel's Perch, Tamulin, will definitely know. What was this one?
This was a mistake. The mutants seem to have caught the scent of you both.
What? There are mutants here? Ah, run away!
You fool of a fox! We need to stop him before he creates even greater trouble. We have no choice. I will draw the eyes of the mutants. You need to calm down the fox. Quickly! You need to get out of here while they are distracted.
Wow. He really is the warrior that lives with the mutant swamp sentinels.
According to myth, the first Abets that saw the light of day was the Hawk Abets. Lando, what a mess you've made. You should know, the mutant swamp sentinels are also beings of Everfrost. And you, bear in mind that terrorizing the town with your dragon is prohibited.
It was a matter of urgency.
Anyway, this is Noel's perch of the first Hawk Abets. It's not Hawk rule for the Chantis exam, so why are you all here?
We are looking for Timulan, he who is known as a companion of Noel. We seek a clue from him about the first witch's trial.
Wow, your friend is a real go-getter.
Even if we are the bridge that connects the worlds, we cannot just let anyone.
Hold. I see you've finally arrived. You who will face the witch's trial. I've been expecting you.
There are procedures regarding Win Noel. For 3 days, you are to pay respects to Noel. For 7 days, you are to bathe with his companions. And only those who pass the Chances exam within 15 days are allowed to face the witch's trial. These are the rules.
When the rules need to be followed, then they will be followed. Ever since the day of the explosion, the Hawks, Noel's winged companions, can no longer cross the mountain of eternal winter. Swept away by the dark blizzard, they are either unable to find their way back, or are maimed and perish. The trials left by the 6 witches were definitely prepared for times like this.
This is a man who speaks my language.
You'll knock the companions off their perches making a racket like that. Come inside, you who is to undergo Marsh's trial. Some things require a native perspective to fully understand. On the day of the explosion in the Sherakan iron mines, Shaman Invish dreamed for the first time in many moons. Incomprehensible screams of the 6 witches said the long-departed flame must be returned to the mountain. When we asked what it meant, he said, "Just because it has never been seen, does not mean it does not exist." Timulan's words are not without merit, if we continue to remain as we are. Then the Hawk Abets that left to traverse Everfrost will never be able to return home. Rules and principles are of utmost importance here. You will be the first with the privilege of breaking them. So please, take on the trial of the witch and uncover the unseen truth.
While seeking a place to roost, Noel, the first of the Hawkabets, happened upon lands once belonging to the long-departed Marsh, Witch of Swamps. As he neared, he could see the humans who had settled on the cliff tops, packing up their belongings. "Why are you departing these lands?" asked he, to which the humans replied, "These are the lands of the great witch Marsh, who taught us how to bind the ankles of dragons. But the mutants make it such that we can no longer remain here." "But what brought you to these lands?" asked they, to which Noel in turn replied, "'Twas my keen eyes that brought me here, having caught the glimmer of a seed shining in the soil of swamps below." The humans climbed the cliff to gaze upon the swamps as Noel had, yet they could see naught. Only thick clouds of dust kicked up by the mutants. The humans looked anxious, then turned to Noel in anger. The hawk doth spout nonsense to cloud our better judgment. Our wisdom is all that is left to us. Let us leave these lands and make for the forbidden Black Mountain. The great founder beckons. And with that, the humans left, and these barren lands became what we now know today as Noel's Perch. When the humans had left, Noel reflected deeply upon all that had occurred. I shall collect the seeds from the swamp of deep slumber and cultivate this land. So, Noel ventured silently forth, staying low. For believing the humans had fled to the cliff top, the mutants cast their gaze upwards, oblivious to all that transpired below them. With his keen eyes, Noel started gathering the seeds one by one. At last, I have harvested seeds from the swamp of deep slumber. Noel cried out with joy. He then began to properly sow the swamp. But, being a hawk, Noel had no use for seeds. What Noel needed was a tree to build his nest upon. Thus, with the seeds now sown throughout the swamp, Noel could only wait and hope the seeds take root and grow into a great tree worthy of his nest.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! You can avoid detection just by crouching? Why did no one tell me about this? Mind blown.
A surprisingly large mouth for such a small fox. Is our trial to be finding the seeds buried in the swamp?
You're sharp, like Noel's eyes. However, only Noel's companions can locate the seeds. That is why passing the Chantas exam is a requirement. You will need to become one with your hawk companion. You're skipping over all these steps due to your sincerity. Temulin, the true companion of Noel, will guide you.